Hey everybody, this is Jonnydem. Welcome to another T-shirt Tuesday, and I am so sorry for anyone who actually follows the show, which is probably nobody, so don't even worry about that. But we didn't do a T-shirt Tuesday, I think 2 weeks in a row, which is pathetic, and I should have been better, and I need to stop being a bitch. So, anyway, we're back. We're back now. It's going to be a busy couple weeks, going to be another busy week. We got Comic Palooza coming up. You know what? More on that, in a bit. Let's get some T-shirts out here. Let's actually look at some T-shirts. I'm actually really excited for this week because I've been building up some T-shirts to show you guys. So here we go. All right, guys. Crush City. Okay, this shirt, I saw this. Someone had this on social media somewhere. I'm sorry, it's a little wrinkled. I let it sit in the basket too long. But it is clean, and it feels nice. But anyway, so Crush City, obviously, I don't have to tell Houstonians what this is all about. Obviously, this is all about Houston's sports and Houston in general, just the city. Crush City is what, this slogan that they have for the baseball team, the Astros here, which is, I don't have to tell you, it's a pretty good team. Anyway, so obviously, what's cool about these shirts when they do stuff like this, like they have that one that's the Cole, the Garrett Cole shirt that I had a couple weeks ago, the orange one. Like, people that do these kind of shirts, they have to be careful, especially if they want a successful shirt. This shirt, from what I've understood, is a pretty successful shirt. If you actually go to the website, the people that make this, design this shirt and sell it, Diverscity, yeah, Diverscity. And of course, that's a play on words because Houston is the most diverse city in the U.S. right now, or at least it has been for a couple of years. I don't know if that's changed, or someone's taken our crown from us, but we are very proud of that fact. Houston is a great city. I'm very proud that I live here. And one of the cool things about this city is it's been an industrious city for a long time. The medical center, and then of course the oil and gas and different industries like that are related to that have made this city kind of a destination city for people that need to work here. I mean, you get people from all over the country, all over the world for that reason, and we're a port city on top of that. So, long story short, I'm sure that's why they named their company Diverscity. They got a bunch of really cool shirts along those lines too on the subject of diversity in the city. But this shirt in particular really caught my eye, of course, because of the Astros. When I was trying to say earlier about, okay, so I'm sorry I'm all over the place, but what I was trying to say earlier was people like this that make these shirts, they have to be careful because they can't use any logos that look too much like existing logos, right? So they can't use the official Astros logo or Minute Maid Park or any of these logos that have been, of course, are trademark, copyright, all that stuff. So I like this. The star, of course, is reminiscent of the team. It is something you see an orange star. And if you live in Houston, you know kind of what that is, Crush City being the slogan. Of course, I'm sure it's not. They don't have probably don't have a trademark on that particular slogan. And of course, it's just you have to kind of gather what it is. And if you live here, you're gonna figure it out. We're known, of course, as Space City, because NASA, the control room and all that good stuff is over in NASA. So, NASA. Baseball, Crush City. It's an astronaut with a baseball bat. I mean, you get it, right? You get it. I don't know. I'm really a fan of this design. I think that it is striking. I think that it gets the point across. I think that it's Astros without being Astros, which is actually kind of cool and clever. I like it. I like it a lot. So I will link down in the description for all the T-shirts that I know that you can buy. There's going to be 2 out of the 3 shirts today you can actually purchase online. On to the next one. Okay, so first off, this one has not been cleaned yet. I just got this one today at work, so it's a little itchy. But I don't know if this is an official Gary Vee. I'll explain who he is in a second. I don't know if this is an official Gary Vaynerchuk T-shirt, license and all that kind of good stuff. I think I got this at Teeblox, which is one of my favorite T-shirt websites. It's a great website. But I've been watching, listening, paying attention to Gary Vee a lot in the last 2 to 3 months. I actually, let me tell you who he is first, and then I'll tell you the personal story behind it. Gary Vaynerchuk is he tells a story all the time. He's consistent with that message, which is really, it's the whole point, because he's a great social media marketer, guru, whatever you want to call him. He makes his living now doing social media stuff. I mean, I know that's kind of vague, but he does have a company called VaynerMedia. He's got a company called Vayner Sports. He does just a lot of, if you just search his name, Gary V, especially VEE, that's just, of course, easier to say and easier to remember than Gary Vaynerchuk. He was an immigrant. He worked his way up. He always had this hustler mentality. He always tells stories about, he started with baseball cards and stuff like that. He would trade and, well, not trade, but sell them and make a lot of money doing that kind of stuff. Eventually took over, or at least helped he worked with his father, who owned a liquor store. Took that liquor store from, I don't know, $1 million, $2 million, whatever he says, and then skyrocketed that business until it's worth, I've heard different numbers. I'm sure that's because it's changed over the years, because everyone knows the company now, so I'm sure he gets a lot more business because everyone knows that business. But it's been several $1 million business now. And he did that by use of social media. And he created a thing called Wine Library TV on YouTube in the early days of YouTube, and took that business and blah, blah, blah. In a nutshell, he knows what he's doing when it comes to social media. And now he actually gives out that advice, and he helps motivate people, and he does all this. He has a very intense brand. I recommend going to YouTube and just typing in Gary Vaynerchuk, and just look at a couple of videos. For me, I discovered him actually a couple years ago, and I didn't know who the hell he was. I just saw him on a stage yelling at I don't know if he was yelling. He was speaking very intensely and telling this dude, fuck your excuses. I remember he was yelling at this guy because the guy was apparently complaining about something about the government getting in the way of his business or whatever it was. And Gary was like, no, dude, fuck that. No excuses. If there's a law that is getting in your way, either you got to find a way to legally get around it and make it work. You're an entrepreneur. That's what you do. That you have to get innovative and make shit work. And he's very abrasive in that. But anyway, I get it. I get what he's doing. I understand it. I've read one of his books. It's a good book. He knows what he's talking about. I got this shirt on a whim. I don't know if it's cheesy as fuck to wear this. I don't know. But I did it. And I'm going to wear it eventually to something. Maybe someone will recognize it and we can talk about Gary Vee and us being fans of him or whatever. And of course, this one is one of the things he likes to say. It's a quote: "Ideas are shit. Execution is the game." And it's true. I mean, ideas are worth nothing. And this is something that went back to when I was trying to write a business. Well, actually, my wife helped me write the business plan. I have to give her some credit. She did a lot more work on that thing than I did. But when I was doing this different research, you hear, like, even with that stuff, like, not everything is a NDA. Like, not everything is like a you can share your business plan with 1,000 different people. No one's gonna steal your idea. People are really weird about ideas. It's not about the idea. Sure, every once in a while there's an idea that just blows everybody out of the water, but half the time those are underestimated ideas anyway. People think they're stupid half the time. I'm sure the first person who had the idea for Uber or whatever, or food delivery services on their phone, like all these different type of new things that are regular to a lot of us now, like PayPal, like all these different things. It had those ideas. There was a lot of naysayers when you have a completely fresh and new idea. But anyway, it's about the execution. That's the point. And it's about doing things right, doing things consistently, and in the case of social media, consistency is a big thing. But the point is execution. You gotta execute, and you gotta do it the right way, and you gotta do it with authority. Next shirt. Okay. Man, there's 2 shirts in a row that haven't been washed yet, and I'm wearing them. And actually, guys, I hate that. I wash all my stuff before I wear it. This is really uncomfortable. But I'm doing it for you because I'm busy and there's a lot of stuff going on, but I need to do this show because T-shirt Tuesday is every day and it's important. Before I actually talk about this shirt, I do want to get into something else. I said I was going to talk about Comicpalooza in a bit. That's because Comicpalooza, I'm doing this is the Tuesday before Comicpalooza here in Houston. It's the biggest comic book convention that happens here in this city. And it's a homegrown one too. The guy just that runs it started here in the city, and it's grown every year. It's awesome. It's awesome. Usually in the last 3 or 4 years, I'm sure a lot of you guys know Warlocks. You probably don't. Warlocks Entertainment System or Warlocks Games and Beer. This is a product, a brand that we had, and we've under that name we've actually done a lot of podcasting and we were part of kind of the press with Comicpalooza. We're not doing that this year, the first time in a while. We're doing our booth. We're just trying to get subscribers, and we're going to have a presence there at Comicpalooza. Last year we had a booth too. It went really well. Our goal is to be over 400 subscribers on the Quite Contrary channel. I know I'm throwing a lot of information out at you, but please be patient. Warlocks Entertainment System is now the YouTube network that this channel, Jonnydem channel, Quite Contrary, and the Warlocks Entertainment System channel are under. So there's 3 channels. Warlocks Entertainment System, we're not doing anything with right now. We are working on content for that one. Quite Contrary is the one we're focused on the most. So that's Quite Contrary. That's the brand we're going to be under at Comicpalooza. The Jonnydem channel is this one, which is the channel I can do whatever I want. I can talk about cool T-shirts and stuff. But anyway, so we're going to be there. We did something really fun. We actually did a YouTube live. Let me show you guys. We made action figures of ourselves. So Zach, of course, Zach Nanimus, he is my partner in the Warlocks and Quite Contrary stuff. He's the one with the more red hair, and this is me with the beard on this side. We made a little Quite Contrary shirts, put on them. We didn't change the shorts because that would have been a lot more expensive to do. But these are prizes that we're giving away. We're going to have to do a lot of stuff at Comicpalooza. We're going to have stuff for you to do. A lot of these booths you go to are just boring, right? But we're actually going to have a game, a Nerf gun, a target game. You get to shoot, all kinds of fun stuff. I mean, we try to have fun. I mean, we're going to have raffles every day, all day, all 3 days of the con. It's going to be a lot of fun. Please be there. And this is important. If you see me there, you recognize me, and you look at me and say, cool shirt, you will get a prize. It may be a small prize, maybe a big prize. I haven't really decided what exactly I'm going to do. I got a lot of stuff that's going to be up there. Cool shirt. Tell me I have a cool shirt, and I will give you a prize at Comicpalooza. Okay. So, all that out of the way. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be busy as hell at Comicpalooza. But, okay, back to the shirt. This is my Teeblox shirt. If you've watched some other episodes, I sometimes will talk about my Teeblox subscription, which is a T-shirt I get every month. And I don't know who this is. I don't call myself a comic book nerd. I don't have a wealth of knowledge. I do collect some comics, but mostly just Batman comics and Adam Warlock comics. I really have a niche thing. If not, then I would spend way too much money on comics. So I don't know if this is... I saw this at first and I was like, oh, that's Superman. But that's not Superman's symbol. So, question of the day. Who the hell is this? If you know, comment on this. And also... so that's the question of the day. And I'm sure someone will say this, so you can check to see if someone's actually said it or not. The other question of the day is, what is the best color T-shirt? I've got my own idea. But how about this? What is the best color T-shirt for the summer, since we're heading into summer now? Like, is white? Yellow? Green? Because, I mean, I've got my own ideas on this too, because, I mean, yeah, but anyway, I'm you know what? I'm done. I'm spent. You can tell I'm spent because I'm blabbering. What's the best color T-shirt that you would want to wear for summer. Who the hell is this? That's all I got. Check the links. Click the links for more videos. There'll be a bunch of stuff going on. I don't know anymore. I don't know. Please, get me out of here. Okay, bye.